Hello everyone, welcome to Perfect Women, India's first talking magazine with me, Dr. Khooshi Gurubhaai Thakkar, and here I'm super excited as always to be back again with my Instagram live with my today's Perfect Women. And today's Perfect Women is my beautiful, gorgeous girl in white, cover girl. I'm talking about Avika Gaur, a girl who started her career at the tender age of 10, and now today she's ruling the hearts of many with her performance. So here she's all set to join, and here I welcome her. It's good to be having all my beauties.
Hi,
Hi, my gorgeous girl. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much. How are you?
Very fine, sweetheart. It's a pleasure to join you because
Thank
today
you.
not just about perfect women, but are the girl in white for me and super beautiful cover that was really amazing. So yeah, it's all about chatting towards your fashion because you're the youngest fashion icon for me at the age of 20. In 20s, you are ruling the hearts of so many, doing
Thank
it
you.
so started. So just tell me something about you, how your journey has been so far.
It's been amazing. I really think the kind of love and appreciation I've got from the audience, it's unbelievable at this age, and the kind of support I keep receiving from the industry that I work for, it's amazing. I love it.
Did you ever thought that you will be here in the field of performing as an actress?
I always wanted to be a choreographer, so I knew I
Okay.
would be a part of this industry for sure. Acting happened, and I eventually started to love it. And not just acting, I think there is a lot in this industry that I can do, and I have a lot to offer. So there is a lot happening in life.
Yes, of course. I agree because when I was just scanning your interview, I was just going, you want to be a director, you want to be an
Yeah.
editor, you want to be. So there is a lot in your basket to be performing. So we will be definitely keeping an eye on that, all activities that you've
Thank
been
you.
doing.
Thank you so
So
much. And I really think this happens because of the people around me. The credit goes to them because they keep encouraging me, saying things like, you're meant to do more. And, just to hear that makes you feel that, okay, I can give more and let me just try. So I think the credit goes to people around me.
right. So, as you are into this track, I would be loving and wanting to ask you for this question for today, as is the Father's Day today.
Yes.
And how are you going to celebrate your today's wonderful? And yes, of course, what is the father's role in your life?
My father has been the pillar for me because the pillar of strength, I would say, because there were times when I did not show confidence in myself, but he did. He made sure that I dream big. And I think a year back, when I actually started to discuss things about my production, he was the first one to just jump in. He just said, Avika, of course you can do it. Don't even doubt yourself, and that support is amazing. So he has been there for me. The struggles that every actor go through, I started working very early. I was 7 8 when I started, so the struggle that any actor would go through, he went through for me, just to make sure that I'm comfortable and I'm not aware of the struggles. But he did not even make me feel that he's going through a lot. But later, obviously, when I got to know things, it does make me feel very grateful. I really feel that the support that he has shown in my life, the strength that he has given me, is something that I will always, have as a priority for thinking anything in life. So yeah, he really means a lot to me. And today I definitely cooked something nice for him. So that
Oh,
is
wow.
one thing that I did already. In the evening, of course, I will again be doing something very special, like cooking for him. And we are planning not to go out, not to step out at all. So it's going to be at home. We'll be safe, and we'll eat lots of food.
So that's amazing. This is the pandemic Father's Day celebration by Avika
Yeah.
God for the father. That's wonderful. Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
coming towards your career, talking about you being
working in the industry for years today, as you have been since the child, you can say. Now you're a grown-up, beautiful, gorgeous performer.
Thank you.
So how did you like? Were there any challenges you found since traveling from the television industry to getting to the Telugu industry, and now coming back again into the musical? I've seen your teasers are out for the music album also, and it is a gorgeous performance. So what are the challenges you have faced in these many years?
I think the biggest challenge was to come out of the image of Anandi because
Okay.
people have really liked it way too much. So I used to, worry about it a lot in the beginning. But later I just made peace with it because I like the fact that people still call me Anandi. I love the fact that I can still say that yes, I am a part of Balika Vadu. So that makes me feel very proud. So the struggle that I thought it might cause just to take care of the image part, it did not really matter after a point because I knew that because of that character, there is a lot that I have achieved. Because of that
Yes.
particular character, there are so many houses in India or even in the world that really
Yeah.
appreciate and acknowledge my talent. So I really would not ever want to give up on that image. So I definitely made peace with the so-called struggle that I would have faced.
And then getting into the Telugu industry. So was
It's been
it difficult
amazing.
enough?
It's been pretty easy for me because the kind of image I have of doing the right scripts, doing the right characters, that does help me a lot. There are a lot of people from the industry who show a lot of respect, and that made it very easy for me. People also connect with me because of Balika Vadu. So there is always a factor of being the most pampered one, so it does
Yes, of
happen even
course.
in the industry. There are so many people who just, still call me Anandi, and that's beautiful.
Yeah, this is what if you ask me if it, I would be also sharing the same experience that I've been because since the cover was out, and for few of them it was fair enough, and then suddenly I got few calls. The cover is amazing, beautiful, and then again I got the repeated calls. Is it the same girl who was there in the Balika Vadhu? I said, yeah, she's
Yeah,
the
that
same
does
girl.
happen.
Okay, she was like a fluffy girl. She was a cute and
Yeah.
bubbly, cute girl. Now she's completely with a makeover. I said, yes. With time, everyone changes, and of course, she's turned into a gorgeous performer now. She's a supermodel today. So yes, because you have, and what was the journey for your weight loss and like for a transformation, you can say. So there are
I
many
just
who would be wanting to know.
Yeah, I just one day thought that enough of me being lazy. I need to take care of myself. I need to eat healthy and figure things out in life. So that's what I did. I just started to take care of myself. I started to love myself a little more, and that pushed me to become fit. And I never wanted to like be skinny or lose too much of weight. That wasn't the intention. The intention was to just be fit and feel comfortable with my body because I disrespected way too much. I ate unhealthy food and junk and right throughout, no workouts. My schedules were pretty messed up. So I made sure that, I sort everything. I have a routine which is healthy and nice. So I did all of that, and it did show a lot of change, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. I felt stronger. I felt nicer about myself. The thoughts that I used to get about how ugly am I, none of that happens now. I feel confident. I feel happy. I feel good about my skin. I feel a lot of positive energy because I feel fit now. That's I think the most important change that anybody should feel.
Absolutely. Even I was just going through your previous few points and all like this. So I came across that you did never faced any body shaming because in other industries, so yes, and yeah, there was color was also or not. So you have been for who you are. You been known for your personality. Carry yourself is all just about nobody else. So that is, of course, everybody and even all the viewers on your fans want same to be knowing you.
I
Apart,
think it does
yeah.
help, especially the kind of image I have and the kind of so I have been in this industry since a very long time, and I've always been in front of people. They have literally seen me grow. So they had to also see what I was going through and how I came out of it. which is why I decided to share all of this with people, which is why I thought that even if it inspires one, it would really mean a lot to me, which is why I talk about it so openly. Yes, I did not face any body shaming at all. The fans were kind enough to just let me know what was going wrong. Like, I definitely had DMs of people telling me, Avika, we don't want to hurt you. Please don't mind. We just think that you're putting on a little weight. Can you please check into it? So these are the kind of messages I received. So I wouldn't call it, body shaming or anything. It was just a lot of well-wishers trying to just show me the mirror and in a very nice way. So I was very, happy with the kind of response I used to get from the audience, even when I was healthy, even when I was fat. So people have loved me so much that in a way, I thought it became my responsibility to serve them with all that I have, like give my 100% and work hard on myself and groom myself a little more. I think it becomes a responsibility for an actor to serve their audience for sure.
Of course, of course. So now if we've been asked what's your fitness mantra, what would be that?
Sorry?
Now if we ask you what is your fitness mantra, what would be that?
There is no one. I mean, even I still get bored of working out every day. I still have those days where I don't want to just get up from the bed and just lie down. I still have days where I just want to eat junk. So uh, I think all you need to do is just acknowledge how far you have come. I think for me, every day when I see myself in the mirror, the first thing that comes to my mind is yes, there is growth. And that helps me push myself even more. I don't really, even my workout routine or anything, I don't really follow anything particularly because I tend to get bored very soon. So every day I try different things, and I'm still in that phase of learning or exploring different mantras. So right now I don't have the one that I follow maybe, but I definitely would like to tell people that it's always good to acknowledge yourself for the good you have done. The journey that you have lived or the transformation that you have gone through, it's you, and nobody else has felt that. So acknowledging and appreciating yourself is the first step for sure.
That's amazing because like you today the world is all about social media and you've been an influencer. People acknowledge your act, they've been noticing you. So everybody follows you. There are so many viewers
Yeah.
right now who have been we've been getting messages and I can read the comments also. So what is your secret behind keeping yourself skin glowing? How you take care of your hair? So these are some
Matlab,
things.
these things, it okay, so the most important according to me is what you eat, because if you drink a lot of water, if you keep yourself hydrated, your skin obviously will start glowing and you'll not have any complaints. uh, Also, eating healthy does help a lot. Like, nobody listens to their parents, and even I was one of them. I never, understood what they tried by saying things like ye kha le, wo kha le. I never cared about those things, but as you grow up, you understand that there is always a meaning to it. So later, obviously, you realize that the greens that they force you to eat is for your good. And I think that is what helps you. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that what you eat shows, and I think you should eat healthy. And yeah, that's all.
That's wonderful. So, since you have been giving these inspirational talks, and as you said right now, even I wasn't that listening about the. So, and how were you? Like, how would you describe yourself in one word? If I ask you, how was your teenage? How were you as a child?
Uh, so I never liked myself. I hated myself. I thought I was ugly. I thought I do not deserve where I was. I was not, I did not ever feel worthy of things that I was receiving or achieving in life. So And all of that was just in my head. I also was somebody who would never listen to the parents. Whatever they say, it was like that reverse psychology. Whatever they used to say, I used to just go against it. So it was that. I was somebody who would love to be in my space, not talk to a lot of people. Yeah, so I was complicated like any other teenager, but I'm glad I realized things soon after, soon before it went to a very negative direction. So I realized things a lot, and yeah, I hope I'm getting into the right direction now.
Wonderful. That's true. Now the words that you've been using all about so have ever you felt that depression was something which because like these days kids get into depression, a word that actually does not exist in the psychological dictionary, but still it is just for the you can say as a fashion you can say. People say that okay fine that's fair enough, people get into depression after for the body shaming or for the you can say that the color combinations.
Hmm.
Have you went through this phase?
Depression, I think, is a very strong word. Um, I I wouldn't say I was depressed because maybe I don't even know the actual meaning of it or the value of the word. I don't think I was suffering that much. And yeah, it wasn't. So depression is something where you don't realize things are happening to you, and you're thinking it's a mental problem that you really can't solve by yourself. With in my case, it was just me being lazy and not, trying to understand things. It was just that. So I wasn't going through all of that, but yeah, my heart goes out to all those people because the smallest of things today do make people depressed, and that is the sad reality, but it is. I have seen not just social media being a part of it, but I have seen a lot of people just, everything fine in life but depressed. So you really don't know why that happens. The only way you can figure it out is maybe talking to people or taking therapy and stuff like that, because this is something that how much ever we read about, we might not get enough knowledge about it. So I don't think it is something that you can cure by yourself. And in my case, I did. So I'm sure it wasn't depression.
So now, since your album is all about self-defense, apart from this, where will we, all the people, all your fans will be watching you next?
Telugu for now. I have a lot of Telugu projects coming up, so that is happening. Quite busy here because shoots are happening for the movies that I am just acting in. But other than that, there are a few projects that I'm producing and acting for. So there is a lot of time that goes into, the prep. So I really hope people like the work that I'm doing. Um, at this age, calling myself a producer does make me feel grateful for the kind of love and support I have received and the confidence that people have shown in me. It really helps me think that people think so highly of me, and that is so beautiful. I really want to, fulfill their expectations and really do a good job. So I'm looking forward to all the projects that I'm working on right now. And yeah, people will see me soon. And it's going to be Telugu for now. And let's see when Hindi happens.
Definitely, it's going to be happening. So, at a tender age, you're a producer. And so, if not, like this has all happened because you stepped into the field of acting. That's the reason now these all things, that the trees have spread into the branches and the fruits are going to be.
Of course.
If not acting, what you would have been?
I
Kala.
wanted to be a choreographer. I would have been a choreographer, and maybe not in the industry, but somewhere teaching dance, or I don't know, something got to do with dance because I love dancing way too much.
That's amazing. So now a small quick ones. What is one word if I have to, if anybody is asking, how will you describe yourself in one word?
In
You have
one word,
one word.
blessed.
Oh, that's amazing. And What's your favorite food cuisine? See, you've been traveling
There
full.
is no cuisine as such. I love aloo. I can eat anything of aloo. Give
That's
me kacha aloo, I'll eat it.
that's wonderful. Since you've been traveling from majority places for the shoots and basically from because for the Telugu offers, so which is your favorite destination right now in
In India?
about India?
In
And
India.
yes, in India,
Okay. In India, I'm actually very fond of Kashmir. I mean, I love the idea of snow, which is why, and yeah, Kashmir is some place that I would really want to visit very, very soon. Let's hope. Um, Other than that, I think Alanya in Turkey, I recently visited, and that was beautiful. I have fallen in love with Turkey and especially Alanya because there is everything there. There is a beach, there are mountains, there is lake. It's a beautiful place.
so you are love because the expression says more than that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But how this pandemic has been for you? What changes you feel in yourself? What is that one activity? Because we all have learned something in this phase of pandemic. So what was that you learned in this period?
The I think I've started cooking a lot. I never used to do that. So that happened, and I've started to enjoy that. I've started to have plants in my house. That never happened. So, because I never thought I would be able to take care of them. So that was the reason. Other than that, as a person, I think I've become more humble. I've become more grateful for the things I have, for the food I eat. We don't really, you know, see these little things that we are blessed with, but we are. And I think I've realized those things, and that is very, very important. Um, During this time, I also realized how, you can really be there for people. uh, you know in obviously we all are calling our friends, meeting them. That's a normal thing that we do, but during these times when you're not allowed to do the meetings and just have fun, these were the times when I realized that there were so many people I could just be there for, just call them, talk, and talk meaningful things. So that happened. I realized that it is okay to be there for people and not always ask for people to be there for you. So that is a big change that happened in me. I realized that. I also had a very sad experience when my grandmother and father were COVID positive. Obviously, now they're fine. But when they were positive, I understood what it means to be helpless, what it means to be, you know, really not knowing what is going to happen. And that, makes you feel that uh, I think I understand what everybody is going through right now. I understand what people, when they talk about my family or somebody is in the hospital, I know what they're going through, and just understanding that has made me more humble as a person. Yes.
Okay, this is something because of course the entire world, we globally everyone is suffering with this
Yeah.
invisible. So that's completely fair enough, and I completely appreciate these words because if this is the you can say that everyone is at the life has at a toss because of this COVID. But yes, I do this, and now
Yeah,
since
I have started to take my life seriously as well.
so what for everyone who is watching you for this in this pandemic, what would be your say for their safety?
I know there are a lot of reasons for you to go out, but try to stay home. That's, I think, the best way you can not take any risk. Um, Also, we need to spend as much time as possible with our families. You are not going to get this time back. So I think it's a beautiful opportunity for us to just be there for them, talk to them, have conversations that maybe you have never had. So yeah, I'm doing that and I'm loving it.
Wonderful. Avika, you have started your career at the age of, you can say, as you said, 7, 8 years. And there are many young kids who wants to get into the field of acting, dancing and all. So, what would be your say for them? Because even parents have been calling parents, even today, are like in a dicey sort of state of mind whether they will send their kids or no, despite of the kids being so talented. Because kids are all dependent on their parents when it
I
comes.
think, yeah, of course. Like in my case, my parents were the ones to go to the production houses with my pictures. I never went anywhere. So they struggled for me. So it's the parents' struggle, I would say. And if the parents are ready to, give their time as much as my parents did, have sleepless nights, then of course, why not? Like, I remember my father, obviously working in the day, and in the evening, he used to just travel to just, figure out if there were any auditions available for me. We used to all travel on the weekends because obviously I had school. So I have seen how they have given their heart and soul to make me reach where I am today. So if the parents are really, open about giving their time, because it does need a lot of time. So then of course, if they're ready to do that, then there's nothing going to stop them.
Absolutely correct. Now, coming towards Perfect Woman. So, since you're my cover girl, you just scanned your cover pages and all. So, about how did you feel to be on the cover of Perfect Woman magazine? And
Amazing. Just the fact that my glow up, as you in social media language call, just the fact that my glow up is not just on social media and actually reaching magazine is a big deal. uh, Also the fact that people acknowledging it and just sharing it, that makes me feel so amazing. There are so many fans who have messaged me, congratulated me for being on the cover, and that makes me feel so good. And I was really looking forward to this magazine cover girl wala feeling, and that happened this time because obviously I, worked really hard, and I'm very proud of myself for doing this for myself.
absolutely. And since you're talking about Perfect Woman, who is your perfect woman in your life?
My mother. I think I learn a lot from her every single day. Um, there is a lot that she offers to the house, and the way I see her manage things, I think only mothers can do that. And yeah, to all the mothers out there, to be very honest.
That's wonderful. And one message for all the readers of Perfect Woman. And wish
Thank you
like
for loving me so much. Thank you for always showing the support. I'm really, really grateful, and I would make sure with my future projects I keep entertaining you guys even more. And I hope that Perfect Woman again has me on their cover very, very soon.
that's one. And that's really amazing to have a wonderful chat to chat with
Thank
you.
you.
All your story is 100% inspirational, motivational, and it is just in start, sweet. At the age of 20, long way to go. Come again.
Thank you. I'm glad you say that. Thank you.
And Perfect Woman is always there to be supporting you, encouraging you, and of course, you're the perfect woman. You will be a perfect woman always.
Yay! Thanks.
Have power, and thank you so much for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you, and all your fans are grateful enough to have you here. So thank you so much, sweetheart. We'll be catching
Thank you. Thank you
and
so much.
Father's Day to you and your father to have such a lucky and a beautiful daughter.
So sweet, I'll tell him. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. Take care. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for. I can see so many messages. We couldn't answer everyone, but it's your love that we people are here to entertain you. Thank you so much. अरे कोई है क्या? Everyone, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you so much. And today is the Father's Day. I really wish for everyone. आज का दिन अपने fathers के साथ देना. You people are lucky enough. Just